We just saw the story of Tarquinius Superbus and how he instructs his son Sextus to take out the leading men of the city of Gabii by going through his garden and knocking the heads off the flowers. But this story wasn't originally about Tarquin at all. We have it in Herodotus, a Greek historian, writing about the tyrant Periander, who was the tyrant of the city of Corinth. So let's take a look at this. Now, Periander was to begin with milder than his father, but after he had held converse by messenger with Thrasybulus, the tyrant of Miletus, he began much more bloodthirsty than Cypselus, that was his father. He had sent a herald to Thrasybulus and inquired in what way he would best and most safely govern his city. Thrasybulus led the man who had come from Periander outside the town and entered into a sown field. As he walked through the corn, by which they mean grain, he continually asked why the messenger had come to him from Corinth. He kept cutting off all the tallest ears of wheat which he could see and throwing them away until he had destroyed the best and richest part of the crop. Then, after passing through the place and speaking no word of counsel, he sent the herald away. When the herald returned to Corinth, Periander desired to hear what counsel he brought, but the man said that Thrasybulus had given him none. The herald added that it was a strange man to whom he had been sent, a madman and destroyer of his own possessions, telling Periander what he had seen Thrasybulus do. Periander, however, understood what had been done, and perceived that Thrasybulus had counseled him to slay those of his townsmen who were outstanding in influence or ability. With that, he began to deal with his citizens in an evil manner. Whatever act of slaughter or banishment Cypselus had left undone, that Periander brought to accomplishment. And the scandalous and rather bizarre things he does are, detailed later in Herodotus, but those would be too scandalous for us here. So think about why Livy would, or the source Livy used, would adapt this story and attribute it to Tarquin. It's pretty unlikely that two different tyrants would have done the same exact thing, knocking the tops off of flowers or grain in order to instruct someone to murder the leading men in their city. So why would a story like this have migrated from this dude Periander to Tarquin?